And we are back here once again with another episode of the Cloud9 podcast, season 11, episode 12, as we continue our journey into the 2024 mid-season invitational, which is going to be concluding this Sunday coming up. With the results of today's games, Gen G will be awaiting the challenger in the finals. This is Gen G's first ever international finals appearance as an organization since they were established all the way back in 2018 when they were first called KSV. They weren't called Gen G until summer 2018, actually. And like I told you guys before, I did that content restructuring actually, and I actually did the video today. So I literally only have 2 more things to do, but those 2 other things require me, uploading, some of the videos to the, places I have to upload those videos to. But for the most part, everything is done. We are about to be a lean, mean content making machine. So tomorrow, you guys should be getting the channel update video. I already did it. It's already done. Thumbnail's done. And we can get going. So, like I always say at the beginning part of these episodes, if you are a returning viewer or new viewer, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure to hit the notification bell. That way, you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video or go live. And without further ado, let's begin. So, joining me here in this episode of the Cloud9 podcast to talk about the 2024 Midseason Invitational and his favorite esport org FlyQuest is Mr. Blanks.
Yeah, okay.
God, this man messaged me right after it happened. I was like, this motherfucker tripping. They didn't bench like probably their best player, right? Well, I mean, Spire's their best player, but yep, they did. I mean, to be fair, I will say this. We asked them to make a change and they did. So hopefully this is something that, can work for them. But that'll be later. What's going on, man? How are you doing?
I'm good. Just been practicing Pokemon all week.
God, well, how's that been going? Any new... Because you like this format, don't you? Actually,
it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Like I was about to say YuGiOh first, but I don't think I'm like YuGiOh's just in a weird state where I'm just like, eh. But if I was looking, just practice playing stall. I just played that. It's more fun than it looks, even though it's annoying as shit. But yeah, like I'm just testing out different kind of decks because like I've already won a challenge with Charizard. I'm might play Charizard to a cup or 2 this weekend.
Okay.
I'm trying to decide what deck I will play Sunday. Saturday
How many hours are you practicing?
Shit. I know since Sunday I've put in 24 hours of Pokemon, 12 hours of stall is 12 hours of Charizard.
That's insane. 12 hours of playtesting. Holy shit.
Yep.
Oh my god. I remember I used to play test that much. I would go for like a good 2-3 hours. 12 hours. That's insane. Actually, it's mind blowing. You don't get burnt out playtesting that much?
Nah.
Well, I guess if you love it so much, you don't really ever get burnt out, though. That's what I told people. Yeah. Same thing. Same thing with videos, too. Can't really get burnt out on something that I love so much. It's not a job, obviously. All right. Let's start going over some of the games, actually. So we have some teams eliminated and some that are still remaining. All right. Also, what I didn't like about the new patch for League that got updated today, do you know what they did? You know the mastery things people like flashing? Yeah. They changed them. They look ugly now.
Oh shit!
Actually, just an eyesore to look at now. The thing is ugly looking. Why do they change unnecessary things?
I don't mind it. I don't mind it. It just came. It felt like it came out of nowhere. Like it wasn't needed, in my opinion.
God. All right. So where do we leave off at? We left off at the BLG T1 series. Yeah, we talked about that. We did. Yeah. We covered that. And that would lead us into Top Esports versus G2 Esports, actually. This is Jackie Love's second time against a Western team to advance further in the tournament, and he did not do that. Fun fact, he's actually only ever been eliminated from MSI by Western teams. He was on Invictus Gaming back in 2019 with rookie Ning, The Shy, and Bao Lan. So, yeah, JackeyLove once again getting eliminated by a Western team. And the other team was Team Liquid, who was also at this event, did it back then, and G2 did it this time around. Just saying, Riot's writing these scripts out way in advance for that, actually.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this was a series that, a lot of people thought that Top Esports could actually lose. They have shown some glaring weaknesses at this tournament, actually. They did drop a game to Fnatic. They did actually, they could have gotten 3-0 by Gen G if Gen G had not messed up the game 3 that they had with Rise that ended up going to 5 games. And G2 had played a really great series against T1, even though they ended up losing it, and they also won against PSG pretty convincingly. So a lot of people thought, yeah, G2's probably going to end up beating them. And I thought it was going to be like a 3-1. I mean, we predicted G2 to win. I thought it was just going to be a 3-1. I didn't think Top Esports go out like that. But god damn, guys, they got actually just so hard destroyed. What was your thoughts when watching it, actually?
I kind of saw this coming.
You just didn't think Top Esports was as good as they could have shown?
I didn't have G2 winning. I did have G2 winning 3-2. I didn't think it was going to be a 3-0. Part of me was like, okay, they're probably just going to take out they're probably just going to take out what you call it, JackeyLove. I was all right. They're probably just going to beat JackeyLove and then all right.
Yeah, because that would be the only way to really stomp them. Because I'll say this, before this series happened, JackeyLove looked like he was the best ADC at the tournament. He was playing really, really well, actually. But when you're at this level of competition, everyone, when you have not everything firing on all cylinders, then it's just really hard to just win overall. Even the slight weakness of a player could cost you the game. So in the series, you have to Hansum and Mickey X really, really, really crushed them in games 1 and 2. The first game, it was Callista Leona. They had that. They really won on that. Game 2, they picked Kog'Maw and Braum, and then they just started getting wailed on.
Yeah, I told people Kog'Maw was good, but no one really plays Kog'Maw.
Yeah, I'd rather play. They're like, we can't play Smolder. I guess we can play Kog'Maw. I guess he scaled very well. So in that series, you had just basically Hansum and Mickey X just playing really, really, really well. And now you look back on that Bel'Veth pick on T1. They pulled out Ivern in game 1. I'm like, you could. That was another pick I forgot about. You could have had Ivern in that game 5 against Team 1. Ivern works fine. I'll take an Ivern, actually. Yike pulled out Ivern, played very, very well. Caps had one misstep in one of the games where he got solo killed by Cream on Corky when he stupidly jumped in. But there was that thing he did where Tristana jumped over after the Zins out, winds of lightning hit him, and then Tien flew in and he blasted him right at the very last second to kill him. I gotta think, Caps has played really, really well at this event. He's really stepped it up. Game 3, Top Esports' bot lane did kind of get, they got two back-to-back 2v2 kills. But the thing that happened for G2 Esports' bot lane was that after they got killed twice by JackeyLove and Mako, again, back-to-back, they didn't keep feeding them. The problem that JackeyLove and Mako went into was that when they were getting just constantly 2v2'd, they just kept constantly just dying repeatedly. In League, it's just a lesson for anybody. If you are losing to someone, let's say you die once, okay, forgivable, die twice, okay. Do not keep chain feeding somebody. That's the worst thing you could do is just keep feeding them. So what I like that Mickey X and Hansuma did was that they didn't die to them anymore, and they just kind of just played through Caps the rest of the game. But just the only person that really showed up to play was just 369, and even he lost pretty hard in games 1 and 2, actually. And then Tien, I feel like he had a terrible series. Like I told people, I don't think you can win with this guy. Honestly, he's just not gonna get you far like he used to. I mean, he's been essentially coasting off of his one world championship win with Doingby back in 2019 for years.
Yeah.
But,
FPS.
Yeah. Ever since then, he's been just a rather all right serviceable juggler.
Okay, that's why Mickey X flashed
Yeah, because remember, he beat Caps and Mickey X at World Finals back in 2019. Sweet revenge. Oh, Lord.
Yep. They beat him, 3-0, right?
Yeah, completely actually just curb stomped him into the dirt.
And in 5 years, they returned the favor.
I know people believe in karma, but Riot just writes out the scripts too hard. God, man. You know what's crazy is that Hansama let Jackie Love have his Draven pick and then still beat him on it. That's pretty demoralizing. I was like,
because Jackie Love does he play Draven?
He doesn't play Draven. He's not good at Draven. I don't know why he picked it. I really don't know why he picked Draven.
He was trying to flex on Hansama that he could play better than him. But you guys gave over Kog'Maw. You don't do that.
Yeah, Kog'Maw Braum is disgusting lane.
I had that a couple of games ago where a while back, so it took Seraphine. That's why I just beat it was fucking Lux. I'm like, okay, cool.
Michael, what's up, man? Hi, Tomcat.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna talk about Fly. We're gonna talk about Fly. We're gonna get on their ass.
Don't don't worry, guys. I know you guys like ragging on NA, but we gotta salvage these Western wins. Like, and this is what I'll say about G2. Looking at how G2 3-0 top esports, looking at how they played against T1, looking how they did very well against PSG. Not the actual G2 versus T1 match. We'll get to that later when we preview for that.
Yeah.
If anyone thinks there's a better Western team than this currently now, you're
not close.
Tripping.
The gap's even wider now. Like,
yeah. It's literally just basically G2 carries the West, and the LEC just has one team. The LCS has no teams. And we'll get to that TL series after.
I would say the LCS is weird. They have a team.
They have IMT.
The LCS has a team, but not the team you think. Like, it's the team, there's one team I think the LCS, a lot of fans outside of the LCS are rooting for to be good.
Yeah.
And I don't got any proof, but it's just the way people talk about this team, where I say if that team gets to Worlds, people are going to root for them. You know?
Yeah. And this is the thing, is that since TL and Fly got a chance to go to MSI, and this is something that pros always have as a common sentiment going in, is that, like, you know how like, at these events you can get all this good practice in theory against these guys? Well, if that team is going to Worlds for the first time, like, as a group, it's a learning curve playing against some of these guys. And then you have to deal with, like, if these guys get smashed and scrims really hard, it's like sometimes people just mentally break from that. Like, we've seen that happen so many times. Like, people just get collapsing after that happens. Actually,
that's why you guys see it as practice. You have to be like, all right, cool. Just go back.
Yeah.
Figure out what you did wrong. It's like what I was playing last night. I was playing I'll get home by like 9:30, from like 10 to like 2:30 in the morning. I'm just playing the same deck. I did this for the last 3 days. What, 13 and a half hours playing the same deck?
That's the thing. It's like people, any players going to Worlds, because if you didn't get a chance to go to MSI to get that, Asian practice, you're going to get dumpstered in scrims. This is just going to happen. There's too many stories about that. You're going to lose, okay?
Yep.
Just take it as practice. You don't need to mentally tilt off the face of the earth. It's not that bad. It is only just practice. Plus, given how Riot's formats have worked with Worlds, it's all random. You could have Weibo schedule last year and face some jank shit. You could have NRG. You could have NRG schedule. They face Western teams to make the fucking top 8.
Yeah, that was wild.
You know, like, just because you lose to a bunch of Asian teams in scrims doesn't mean you're going to face all Asian teams. I mean, Fnatic faced all Asian teams, and they still almost made it because, or
you might get a schedule where the only team you face is a damn one that's trash. Like, you don't know.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, shit, you might get that schedule, or it's like.
Here was the part of the game that everyone saw. I don't know why people keep giving Caps Tristana. Still don't know why they keep doing that. destroys people on this
Tristana's
pick.
winning meta. Tristana is a player's champion. I mean, if you're not good on Tristana, like I had two S plus games back on Tristana recently. Shit, like
she's one of those champions where if you overthink how much damage you're gonna do, you just throw an entire game away.
Yeah.
Here was the part of the game. Here was the part of the game that everyone saw. Okay, so he right here in the middle. So Tien hits him, goes in, flies in, caps flashes, ults him back right before he can get off his Q.
Yep.
Just clapping people. And then Cream, this guy.
Cream got Cream.
He was just one of the players where he never played like he did domestically. He just completely succumbed to the pressure and like just playing at his first international event.
Plus, imagine going to a comp like this. You don't see Ivory. You don't see Camille Top.
Yeah.
You don't see who the fuck is bringing out Tristana. Callista is 50-50. You don't see these champions. And the thing about G2, G2 a lot of times people say, "Oh, G2 sucks at scrims," because they're not trying, because they don't want to show you the script. All right, cool. I'm not going to show you I'm playing these 5 champions.
Yeah, and we know that if you leak some certain champions, you're going to play in scrims. These guys will tell other people. Like, these guys ain't slick. They're telling other people what you're playing, especially like Asian people, especially Chinese people versus European people.
Asian in general.
They're snitching. They're snitching to their friends. Just saying.
Oh yeah.
You know, like you'll have like some of the bans go through, and you're like, wait, why are they banning that? They probably saw it in scrims, or someone let them know they're playing that in scrims. It's easy. It's like you just text them. People
that's why the LCS get gapped. It's like, why the fuck are you playing this champion? Like,
this right here is pure troll. They know he's dead. And then Cream comes up to just freely die. Don't know why Tien's there. He can't do jack shit. At that point, their whole brains just collapsed. They're like, all right, get out.
At this point, they was trying to get everything. Oh, that was a bad. I love how Azir, that was a good ult. He said Tristana bounced over and just shot him in the back on some Scarface shit. Like, Azir was Scarface and Tristana was the nigga that shot Scarface in the back. Just popped him. Just, okay.
You can tell, like, they're this far behind in this game. They can't even kill a Braum!
And then Mickey dies. And then Mickey kills himself at the end just to, have a death. Because, Mickey can't go a game without dying. You know how it is.
I don't even know why they keep giving Yike Rek'Sai. You can't. He's just really, really good at Rek'Sai. He just can't have that anymore. Please just ban that from him.
You know what? Because Rek'Sai is a flex pick. Because Rek'Sai can go top or Rek'Sai top or jungle.
Hey, you're right. I don't know if people stop picking it top.
He's better for the jungle. He's better for the jungle because he can farm easier.
If someone picks Camille, if someone picks Camille to Rek'Sai, you're gonna get graped.
Oh yeah, no. Camille's disgusting. Like Rek'Sai is better for the jungle because it's much easier to farm creeps for the jungle than than top. Because top, if you fall behind a Rek'Sai on top, I've seen this in games where my top lane was playing Rek'Sai, I fell behind. I was like, yep, it's a 4v5 for the rest of the game. I'm not even top. And then also, what the who the fuck keeps Udyr? It's a Cassandre, nigga.
We've seen this. We've seen this movie before. We've seen it. I've seen this scene.
And y'all don't ban fucking Tristana. And y'all like, you know what? We could beat you. We're gonna let you have Draven because this is what happened.
Why does Mako play? Mako has never pulled out Camille support until this game. I think he's only played like maybe a game before this. Why is he picking his lowest win rate champion in a deciding game to move on?
I'm gonna tell you that some people might not understand this. I won't pick Corki into Tristana unless Tristana was the counter pick because Corki's like if you build Tristana with attack speed, Corki's just auto dead. He's just getting blown the fuck up on some like 9/11 shit. Like he that Rek'Sai to Iron that could neutralize because but at the same time not really. Udyr is trash. Like Udyr is absolute trash. He got those. He's fast, but
they nerfed him way too hard. Like they can't play him. I don't know why people keep picking him. He's straight up like when we had Sprain,
Yeah.
he was a fine pick to play then. But no, he's gotten
Udyr's
so
not even
hurt.
bad now. I just want to play him to Cassante. You let Cassante go through. And then Udyr was your last pick. You actually said, oh, we can beat him playing Udyr on 369. You gave 369
the only player who's performing in the series.
The bullshit pick. With the bullshit pick. Okay.
And then Mako, who's probably only played like one game of Camille support ever, which is probably his lowest win rate support.
I would probably rather switch Mako and 369's pick. At least.
Why did you just play Orin?
Have you seen Mako play Orin?
Dude, remember that stat I showed you on Cream playing Corki? Guys, he is 6-23 on Corki.
Playing against Captain's Tristana. Yeah, okay. Tristana will be putting up bombs and Cream's about to go straight to towers on some like September 11th shit. Get the fuck out of here.
I never understood why they kept giving Cream. The only person that has made Corki look like it's broken as fuck is just Chovy. Anyone that's not playing it, like, people understand. Look at his, and I know stats can be like deceiving, but literally, he is a terrible Corki player. I've seen him play Corki. The only time he ever got a solo kill on Cass was because Cass willingly jumped into him.
Whoever gets to the final needs to just auto ban Corki.
Yeah, they have to stop giving him that. That's just if you give him if you give Chovy Corki, you are just
definitely in a game 5 or definitely in a
if they're 2-0 up and you give him Corki, just walk over to their computers and hand them the trophy. Here.
Just hand them the trophy and then let them play the game out to see how it goes. Because it's like just really over trophies MVP, but let's play it out first. Yeah, I'm not playing shit out.
They gave him, guys, he had 6-23 on Corki. They're like, you know what? This is our last game of the season. This is a deciding game. We have to win this.
They gave up. You got Ivern. You give over Draven. Give over Draven. Tristan's fucking shit out of Corki.
They gave they gave over like 20 power picks right there.
You was playing a 6v4 because 369 was not impactful with Udyr. You was playing a 6v4 because Ivern was Davey. Get the fuck out of here. And then, oh my God, Cream's just, oh my God, this guy was trash.
This guy, he just choked so unbelievable hard. People are going to watch the tournament and go, he played great in the LPL. He went up and choked his ass off on these games.
He was choking on a cock against this. Oh my God.
Bro, it looked like he was invisible in some of these series. Like, and he's not bad. He is not bad. I promise you. If you watch the LPL, he's great. He's just not a good Corki player. And I made the prediction going into the tournament. I said, hey, it's a home crowd. He might be very, very nervous playing his first international tournament. And he looked like he just was scared of the stage. Yeah. Wasn't ever making any proactive plays. Even when he played his best champion, Akali, he griefed over the entire Gen G series. Yeah. You know? So if you're a coach, you can't give him Akali. He can't have his best champion because he kind of ruined the entire tournament for them based off that alone.
No, you can't give him Akali on with that pressure. You can give him Akali on a game 1.
You can give him Akali if he's playing against like Fnatic.
Or if they're tied 1-1 in the series, okay, game 3, we'll give you Akali. You can't give him a game 5 and then he stared
What's crazy is that's what they did. That's what they actually did. They saw him run it down in game 1. They're like, you know what? Our tournament lives are on this.
Think about this. People call Faker the unkillable demon. You know what's Chovy's nickname now, apparently, to people in the chat?
Dave, he has a new one? I didn't see it today.
Wait a second. What's Chovy's nickname?
Wasn't it Choky before?
Yeah, Choky. But you know what you know if Chovy wins MSI, you know what they've been calling him before because Faker is the unkillable demon?
They call him Pastor Chovy?
No, yeah, that too, but they call him the demon killer.
Yeah, they have these nickname for a knight called the left golden hand. It's like, golden hand of what?
That's trash. That makes no goddamn sense.
Left golden hand of what?
The left golden hand.
Golden hand of what? The LPL's only ever had like a few GOAT actual Asian, like Chinese mid laners.
The left golden hand?
Yeah, that's what they call it. Yeah, the cast.
Are they trying to
hand? They're trying to take, I don't know, build up a narrative or some shit.
Are they trying to reference to like fucking Exodia or something? The fuck? That's just
God Lord. a terrible name. Night ask the casters for a refund on that shit. That's a terrible name.
Technically, Exodia would be T1 and Fakers the head, and everybody else is the limbs.
Yeah.
It says.
Yes, but G2 ended up 3-0 in top esports. This is the only hope for the West, as we can clearly see.
Yeah, not even close. It's like, but I'm gonna say this before we get to the second one. I do I knew G2 was gonna like survive. I didn't think it was gonna be a 3-0. I turned around. I was like, wait a second. When I waited 2 hours just to wait for more games, and then someone said no, it was a 3-0. I was like, who the fuck? I was like, damn, G2 got 3-0, and I watched game one, and I knew instantly. I was like, oh, top esports shit the fucking bad. I watched the whole thing. I was like, oh fuck, man.
God, man. And how many times is it where it's always like the one of the LPL teams goes to an international event and then just completely fails? Yeah. There's always one of them. It's always one of an LPL team that'll go to an international event and then just like completely fail expectations.
Last year, both of them made the finals. This year, neither of them might make the finals. One of them definitely ain't making the finals, but there's a good chance neither LPL team makes the finals this year. There's a good chance.
Yeah, it very well could be G2, could be T1 coming up.
Because was it Chovy? It was one of the G. I think it was Kid or
Payne.
Yeah, it was Payne. The Key said, "I wouldn't be surprised if it's G2 in the finals." I was like, "Oh fuck, okay, that's me." They got no face. They got no face at T1. Of course, that makes sense.
Also, right now, if G2 makes the final, they are stylistically really, really outmatched by Gen G. I'm hard pressed.
But think about it. Gen G knows how
dude. Last year, Peanut ran through Yike. He's gonna face Canyon. Ooh.
But the thing is,
that's really rough.
It really is rough, but it might be closer than we think.
Their play styles are literally the same, except they're just a little bit stronger at what they're trying to do.
That is true, but think about it.
They're stylistically the same. It's just
think about it. Think about Gen G already beat the other two teams that are going to make the final. They already beat T1.
Yeah,
and then
they beat DLG. They beat Fnatic. But
G2,
they didn't face an NA team, man. That means they're frauds. I'm just kidding.
You really want Faker's already fucking APA. You want Chovy to fucking be harder? I
saw this one off guy comment, dude. Yeah. He was just like, well, they didn't face any LCS teams. And I'm like, for what reason would they need to face practice? LCS teams? So it's like, what target practice?
I'm gonna tell you right now. Gen G's academy team might I think they actually would be.
That's where Quick came from. So at least they're not a pick up talent.
Yeah,
we'll say that. Oh, I'm not showing you that. You're gonna have a stroke if I show you that. Nope. We can't say this up on YouTube, but this is just here. I'm not even kidding. This is I'll just put the title in the private chat, not the link.
Okay.
This is beyond levels of retardation. So I don't watch that fucking channel anymore. Hell nah. Nope. Nope.
Oh yeah, I saw that shit earlier. I thought on one of my friends Thailand. I just instantly muted them. I was like, yep, I don't need. I saw that. I was like, what the? I was like, what? First of all, animals don't have this. No, I'm not.
You're just like, nope. Brain do not need to be applying logic to that shit.
It's like, Jesus.
All right, so Top Esports is out, and people did say Okay, I will say before we go into the series, the LPL did look a little bit weaker this year than last year. I'm saying this right now. I know James was in the chat I had earlier.
Yeah,
the Top Esports this year were worse than BLG were last year. BLG last year got to the finals. They beat T1 and Gen G. They were definitely stronger last year. They made top 4. They even made it over Gen G at Worlds, actually.
Yep.
I'm just saying, this year's second seed LPL team is way weaker than BLG last year.
Much weaker.
You can even tell just by the quality of players. I mean, YuGiOh. I know people don't like him that much.
Think about this. You gotta think about this. You gotta think about this. The best team from MSI last year is no longer together. They split into like 3 different teams. 369 goes to Top Esports. Knight goes to the team that he beat last year in BLG. And everybody else just stayed on JDG. I think.
Yeah, arguably the weakest parts of the team stayed together. Arguably, because Ruler was really strong in his own way. I always thought Mystic was the most overrated player.
No, Mystic was missing in the playoffs, and I
would say Kanavi griefed their series against T1 picking Belvez, but missing quite literally ran down every game.
In that moment, you don't pick Belvez because
this is a Game 4 deciding match. And he's like, Belvez, what? All right,
you don't
walk over, just lose.
You don't pick it into what Older picked, and then it's like, oh, okay. As soon as you picked that, it was like, all right, cool. Older and Faker knew what to pick against, and they just made it a 5v4. And it felt like when T1 played against Cloud9, you're like, what the fuck are you doing? What?
Imagine losing. Imagine picking Silas for your mid laner, and then he gets beat by Orianna. Actually, just depressing. It's actually so depressing. All right, let's go. So we have T1 versus Team Liquid. So I know there's been many things that people have mentioned about this series. All right, so game 1 specifically, APA was actually getting pretty hard targeted. I remember Gumayusi going up to mid lane, getting a kill. Faker ended up getting a kill on him. Owner ended up getting a kill on him. And then there was a fight in the mid game, so to speak, like around, I think, 10 minutes in.
Yeah.
And the fight kind of went Team Liquid's way. And then it was kind of close for a little bit until T1 won a team fight. And outside of just that moment specifically, it was never Team Liquid's game anybody. Once T1 won that one team fight after the close mid game that they had, it was over. They just ended the game. They just destroyed them after that.
Plus APA talking about this shit. They wanted to put their foot in his ass. They were like, yeah, we gonna just shut him the fuck up.
He was just getting, I also game 1 specifically, he was getting pretty hard focused. And
he was getting fucked.
If you shut him down, it's over. Aurelion Sol has nothing if you put him down. They weren't going to let him scale like that. This isn't a team that's going to let you get those kind of advantages. Also,
all that shit he was talking, he couldn't back it up. He was fucking him.
Okay, I will say, T saw this guy taking it in the ass repeatedly and just didn't help him at all. I'm like, you gotta go there and help him a little bit. He just let him out to dry. And then T did.
He was like the kid in the kite runner where the kid was getting, attacked by the older guy. I ain't gonna say the actual word. And then the kid could have helped him and just ran the other way. That was T. T was like, nope.
T played really bad in the series. He played really bad against Top Esports. He played well against Fnatic. Fnatic are worthless. They don't mean anything.
Fnatic at that point
Fnatic's worth of value to apply.
Fnatic at that point was already broken. You can look at it. He would always face that they were done.
Look, people talking about to tell me this guy played good. He is standing here. So not this play. He got a lucky Winds of Lightning against Zeus when he was 10 health against the wall. For right here, he knows they're right here. They can see it. I know there's words right there. I know he can see them.
It's like,
and he just walks to the wall and just gets ulted against the wall.
At that point, at that point,
that's considered good.
That must have been a bot moment. Because I've seen bots do better than that. Just walk up to a wall, just stand there, and then you
just willingly walk up to the wall just to get chunked out. What is bro doing? And yes, they did kind of win this team fight here. They ended up getting another kill of Gumayusi, so they take the drag. And you're like, oh, okay, can this team kind of make this work? But then all the hope's gone. The hope's gone.
Nope, they do.
Nope.
Team Liquid does something stupid. Yep. Check that off the big old board. Yeah.
So just literally right after this, they had another team fight. They had a team fight where they got Faker. They killed him. And I remember, Keria was caught out a little bit on Orin. I don't know why he chooses to play Orin support. I don't really see the value in Orin support all that much. I think he's stronger on much other things. Faker came in and he almost killed T. I think it was right after this moment. Yeah, it was Yeah, I can't remember see this. Right here. Yeah, right here. This is the part they lost the game. Right here.
Yeah.
Lost the entire game. First of all, JJ played like absolute ass this entire series.
I missed.
Terrible.
He was
just running around doing nothing. Actually, he
been playing like ass the whole season.
Been ass for a while, but he played so fucking bad.
He been ass ever since Dola left. But we're not gonna talk about that.
Like after they lost that team fight, right there at 20 minutes in, they lost the entire game. It was honestly just over. Like, yeah, it was a little close in the early game, but this is the reason why LCS teams can't play out these situations, because they don't get to play out these situations in the LCS because teams don't really challenge each other on this level. People factor in, T1 have probably played out these situations against other teams more times than not, you know? And they know how to get out of them because it was only close for like a good 20 minutes and then it just all went to shit. That's it. It all went to shit after this. His ult did nothing. It quite literally tickled them. That's their biggest strength of damage right there. Did nothing. And then, you know, just game. It's over.
That weak ass dragger, and then they came and hit the Nexus. Yep.
Keep in mind, it blew into almost a 10,000 gold lead. Oh, sorry, exactly 10,000 gold lead when they started picking it up. So yeah, like, people gotta factor in. Who cares about kill scores? None of that matters if you have no advantages on the map. They really got only just a few dragons.
I'm gonna tell you why, because I'm gonna tell you why kill score doesn't matter, and people don't listen. Last year, T Liquid was up in kill score before T1 won that T fight and won. They won the game last year 15-15.
Mm-hmm.
Go back and look at that opening game, and that was the first game in MSI too. That's the crazy part. I think it was the first game. Yeah,
it was. That was first game of Worlds last year. Mm-hmm.
Worlds. Yeah, like think about it. T1 didn't blow them out. It was a 15-15. It was just one team fight. Team Liquid overstepped, and
so it's 4-1.
Everybody got popped.
They've lost to the team 4 times and they've only beat them once. Holy shit. In this game, this was Team Liquid's only game, arguably, that they had a decent shot at winning. Jan pulled out Samira. I was thinking to myself, he made it look pretty good.
Oh, no,
they just kept messing up the map. This is why they're the worst. This is why they're completely way worse than them. Every situation they had where they could have played out a bit better, they completely always fucked it up. Now, keep in mind, when G2 were in these situations, G2 played them out very well, other than protecting Hansama from Faker making a hero play. If you factor in, if G2 were in this winnable situation that TL was in, G2 most likely has a better shot at closing out the game. Team Liquid were in the same spots, a lot of them, and could completely not do it. That's why they're weaker. Doesn't matter if, like, T1 didn't play perfect this series, but you knew kind of if they didn't win this game, they can't win the entire series. There's no way. There's absolutely no way you could win this series playing this way in this game and not even somewhat make it looking really close, actually. Game 3, they won. And then after that, this is why you know they're dog shit. Because in game 4, they got completely ass-railed. And Faker, this tournament hasn't even looked that good. He's had a really horrible laning phase. He's actually caused him a lot of deficits. But the fact that if Faker is at his, not his weakest, but if Faker's not playing well and they still can't exploit that, go home. Like, I'm saying, they can't even beat these teams at their worst. How can they even beat them when you can't beat them at their best?
Yep.
Especially with Core JJ. Core JJ looked like horse shit in the series. God, he looked so fucking bad. He can't win. And Jan, I give him credit, he was actually playing pretty well in the series. You know, for the most part, he stepped up kind of big. But, you know, when you got old man Core JJ just down there and his hands don't work, all flaccid and shit, can't do nothing. Impact tried. There's just nothing you can do.
Oh, this dumbass this is the dumbest TP ever. Like, what the fuck were you trying to do?
APA is just out here just griefing hard as fuck. Just
go back. No, go back. Let everyone. This motherfucker. I wouldn't want to see this.
And I agree with the sentiment that people said there were some very winnable situations for them. They were, but they're not good enough to play out those situations, though. You can have winnable situations in anything, but you have to be mindful and good enough to play them out. They're not. They're not good. They're not a good team at all, really. That's just kind of how that cookie crumbles, guys. Jan shouldn't even be really trying to fight them either, honestly. Like, there's no way he could really outplay a 2v3. Oh, sorry, a 1v3 like that. That right there is nonsense. Like, you're not going to see a world-class ADC doing some shit like that. That's very pointless to do right there. That top lane fight, first of all, they know Zeus plays Vayne into Cassante, and they still give it to him. Now, it's great drafting we have here. They know T1's really good with Senna, with Gumayusi, and they give them Senna. Why are we giving them their best champions? Because this is a deciding game to get to game 5. And we're going to give them all their best champions.
Why the fuck are you TPing right there? Like, really? Now you get 2 people killed.
That TP
no, fuck that. You get 3 people. No, yeah, 2 people. 2 people because CoreJJ got away on that rail pick. That rail pick was like
he actually made Faker look like he was fucking Chovy in this game, given how dog stomped he got. Actually,
I was like, what the? And then I was like, AP. I was like, that was the worst TP. It was like you literally just cost 2 more. Like you just cost another.
Jan's just caught out in mid lane by himself for no reason.
Yeah. This is what I knew the series was over.
Why is Umpty on Lilia? Man can barely play Xin Zhao and Vi. We're going to give him Lilia.
Okay, Umpty takes out Vayne, and then it's like...
Good job, CoreJJ. You ran it the whole series. Yeah, just die one more time.
No. He ran it this whole fucking MSI. Like, not just the series, this whole MSI. I was like, yo, CoreJJ.
Jan's just by himself, mid lane again, because what are we doing? Like, that, because that's good, right? That's really good. The mid laner, the ADC is by himself mid lane with the bot lane that has like 8 times CC in their kits. Yeah, really, really, really great gameplay we get here for the LCS teams. Then, for some reason, I think this was... Oh, yeah, they tried to kill Faker here. I don't know if he got a kill on him here. I think
he did. No, he did. He
killed him.
He killed him. No, he could kill him.
CoreJJ, keep in mind. Look at where CoreJJ's level is. Keep in mind.
He's 5 levels behind.
He's level 5. Keria is level 9.
You're 15 minutes in. You're at level 5. How the fuck is Keria 5?
They tried to fight an Orianna when their support didn't even have level 6 to have his ult yet. Sorry, Team Liquid, you just don't deserve to win a series like this playing that bad. I'm sorry. Way too many mistakes.
And then the scary thing about it, this is the LCS champions.
CoreJJ was level 5 until 16 minutes in.
Yep.
Like, it doesn't even matter if they run in there and die. They're too far behind.
The fucked up thing about CoreJJ had the most kills. That's what you're like, what are you thinking? How you get all these kills and then you're still level 5?
And then they gave Umpty fucking Lilia in their deciding game to move on. Just wow. The absolute drafting from these teams astounds me. Zeus likes playing Vayne, pulls out Vayne against Cassante. Probably should get rid of that. Nope. Okay, cool. He gets to have his best champion. Owner gets to have Poppy. They literally got every single champion they love playing. Owner on Poppy basically just made LNG dismantle literally in the game and out of the game in the offseason.
I told both last time. I'm telling them again, LNG was lucky to be there. They were the worst. Oh, LNG was the worst team. Weibo was scaling up. LNG never scaled. They just got lucky. Like, fuck all that. Look back at that goddamn team again and tell me what LNG did anything good that was remotely better than Weibo.
All right. And
both
now
teams got lucky.
All right. So, Team Liquid is out. Anything you want to say about Team Liquid? The season's over now. It's over.
They over fucking achieved. I didn't have these motherfuckers get to the finals, let alone MSI, and actually get what?
Do you think Jan? I think Jan kind of solidified his place on the team after this.
No, he has.
I'm sorry. I'm not going to like CoreJJ, but
he does.
Can you get rid of this guy? He's ran it. He was motherfucker at level 5 until 16 minutes in.
I'm gonna tell you, this is my conspiracy, and this is gonna be short. I think the reason why Steve doesn't get rid of him because of all the success he had with him. It's kind of hard to get rid of someone like that. It's like that's why when Doublelift left, it was like, oh, but Doublelift went to TSM and then flamed out. Like that's why Steve, like it says, because Cordelia there was only there for 2 of the championships, right? Not 4.
Yeah, he was only there for 3 now, but he was there
3.
for the first
the
2019 championships.
Yeah, and then that's why we Double Lift left. It was like Double Lift. Wasn't you that Double Lift burnt the bridge with Team Liquid before he left?
Oh, yeah. He
Okay.
completely screwed over their spring season, actually. He basically went, I'm not trying. And, I know people have their qualms about how much spring split matters, but that's not how, workforce goes. You yourself can just, you can't just, give up on people like that. Like, Broxa came over. He's trying to prove that he's a worthwhile import. You have people that are still trying to win,
Yeah.
With this, you don't understand. He can give up all he wants. We'll get off the team then. If you don't want to play, leave then. I didn't mind that they got rid of him. He was acting like a complete piece of shit, honestly. Because remember, if they take him back, that means he could just do anything. Basically, the Korean players, Core JJ and Impact didn't like that he did that to the team, or he just wasn't giving a fuck at all. They didn't like that. And Korean players, very, very hard work ethic.
Yeah.
Actually.
Oh, trust me. I saw Berserker on Cloud9. That's why.
Oh, yeah. He's... Well, yeah, and this is the thing with Team Liquid. I think, they're not going to get rid of Core JJ. It's just wishful thinking for me. But he just completely ran down the entire series. I'm sorry. His engagements all stunk. He barely landed anything.
But I would be surprised if this is his last season. I would be surprised.
Damn, we said that last year, too. He just keeps finding a way to get back. All right, so the next series, BLG versus Gen G, the match of the week, the preview of the finals everyone's looking forward to, actually.
More or less.
Yeah, I'll be honest here. This turned out to be mostly a huge stomp for Gen G, honestly.
Oh, no.
Crazy, because Gen G kind of looked like the slightly weaker team going in. It was only because of bot lane, really. Everything else was strong for them, honestly.
Honestly, I think the bot lane was even. I think the bot lane was even. I think top... If you break it out by
because this is one of those rare series where you could literally make arguments for all of them just being just flat out even. It's like, how do you predict shit like that?
I would probably go Bid over Keed.
Yeah,
probably.
And after the series, Ben, man, get my guy Ben a team, as the black guys would say, but they use the N word. Get my ninja Ben a team. He tried hard today.
My nigga Ben, get my nigga Ben a team, man. Like Candy.
He look like he's 30. You know he's 20. He look like he's 30 years old.
I thought that nigga was 30. Wait a second. He definitely been playing League since he was 16?
Probably a year before to get to the he used to fuse before to get to Challenger. So probably since 2016.
When did he first start playing in LPL then?
He was on RNG, remember? He was traded to RNG back in 20. I think he got his very first team back in 2022, I think. Or early 2021. He's been playing for a while at this point.
I don't know why I thought he was playing back in 2020. Why the fuck I thought he was playing back in 2020?
He might have been on a team in 2020. I just don't remember right now. It's up to
because no offense, the Chinese government is used to having people swap their ages, motherfucker be. You sure that nigga ain't 30? He looks 30. that nigga
he might be 30.
He looked like he was in rush hour too.
JDG were trying to tell us that their fucking top laner Sheer was 18. Nah, that motherfucker's 16. Get the fuck out of here.
Ben looked like that nigga was in rush hour too. You sure he wasn't in rush hour too? That nigga looked like he was in rush hour too. Whooping Chris Tucker's ass in that damn beauty parlor.
Well, we have our big match right here, BLG versus Gen G. So even this game, even in the early game, looked pretty back and forth for the most part. Yeah, you had basically the mid lane matchup everybody wanted to see for quite some time. And crazy, as basically Chovy and Knight are kind of very, very similar. They had never faced up against each other ever at an international event ever until this very moment, until this very game. Crazy. That's actually insane to think about. And you have Chovy versus Knight, and yeah, people say, Chovy didn't gap Knight. Yes, he did. He quite literally beat the living shit out of him, which is crazy because Knight's considered the second best mid laner in the world, and Chovy made him kind of look pretty silly outside of the Ari game.
Are you sure about that? I mean, the way I was looking, you know who I'm playing as the second best mid laner.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah. APA?
Oh, no, I'm about to say Claps. Clap me because he was clapping APA. Yeah, he's the millionaire getting fucked with everybody. He's the millionaire whore. Like, if you want to take your frustration, just take it out on APA or
I want people to
Creed.
know, just like Corky and Chovy and Faker and Oriana, stop giving Knight Ari. He has a 28 game win streak on it. 28 games. Please.
After this game one, Ari never got brought back up.
Why must teams throw away free games like that? It happens so often. It just breaks my soul. Free games are given over because they just choose to not ban out someone's. But he won 28 games in a row on this thing.
I'm gonna tell you right now, as a someone who plays mostly support, they're the new support I've been playing, or not new. He's not
playing
a new
that Mexican Milo.
No, I ain't playing Milo. He
likes tacos.
I love tacos, but I ain't playing Milo. No, a champion I've actually got a couple of wins on recently with Nautilus. If you let a set of Nautilus or a set of or 86 with me Nautilus go through, you're done. I'm just hooking that or Blitzcrank. If I'm playing a best of 5 and you let Blitzcrank go through, I'm grabbing your champions, buddy. You know what? I'll be hiding in the bushes, wait for you to come up, snatch that motherfucker right to the bush, and yep, no Diddy.
Well, I will say this because the BLG bot lane, they did very good in game 1 in diving, but then I'm correct me if I'm wrong, they tried diving and completely just got.
They try to dive. See what they try to do the same shit. Not realizing Genji adjusted.
Yeah, because I thought to myself, wait a minute, they tried. I know they dived very well in game 1, and in game 2, they're like, okay, we'll just dive again. First of all, oh no, BLG, don't let it happen like this. No,
I saw this one coming because they tried to do the same.
It's over. What? Once you give that big of a lead over, it's done. It doesn't matter if he dies or here anyway. It literally doesn't matter, honestly. Giving Nidalee
no. I'm gonna tell you right now. It was over at draft when you gave over Nautilus Sutter. You don't do that. That's a deadly combination.
Yone too. Like, what are you doing? They gave him Yone, or you add against an all AP comp.
And you're not baiting out Cassante. People need to go back to auto baiting Cassante just because that needs to be your first ban is Cassante, ban the black man.
I think Canyon is like quite literally winning so many games on Nidalee right now.
Oh, no, Nidalee's disgusted.
Please, but he makes it look like it's fucking great. Can he ban it? Why do people keep letting these guys get the best champion? I love Genji, obviously. I don't care. We won. But
I'm going to tell you something also. The Jack priority got to stop. Jax is...
Yeah. Just play Camille.
You got to be up. So, mid was up 2 kills on Cassante. It doesn't matter when your fucking bot lane is getting booty blasted like to oblivion, like on some like little white girl getting fucked by a big black nigga kind of shit. Like, if...
Like right here, this thing, BLG have this tendency to, like I said before, play over aggressive. This is a moment you don't play over aggressive. They're not even ahead. So right here, they get a pick on the Chovy. All right, cool. Maybe you can get something on the map for this. You don't need more kills. They can't kill any of them right here. This is not useful. He has cleanse still. They gave over their advantage right there, and they just won. Yeah. I know they're stronger than this. Like, what is going on today? Zun, who honestly is a really, really good jungler, just is this team losing faith in him because they just been relegating that guy to Sejuani, actually.
Sejuani's not a bad pick.
I like Sejuani. I think it's a strong champion, but like he's a hard carry jungler. If they're thinking he can't carry on his carry picks anymore and they give him Sejuani, they're saying they might be losing faith in him because he played really, really bad today. He just completely ran
I'm not gonna lie. I've carried some games on Sejuani. Sejuani is one of those. I think it's the opposite. I think they want him to carry, and he's not carrying. And I think that might be the angle. Because I'm not gonna lie. There's some games where I play Sejuani, I'm like, oh, okay, I can see why motherfuckers like this champion. Oh my god, I got a pentakill on Sejuani. No, I got a quadrikill. So it's still my fucking penta. Little ass, bitch ass Jinx, motherfucker. I had it, and you autoed. I'm like, I'm looking back. You know, the time I got my fucking penta stolen. I'm looking at the nigga like. Oh, my bad. Okay, all right.
Oh, and this part of the game, I don't know how Elk got into the spot where he was completely caught out. He was just right there farming in the middle of the lane.
Oh
Oh
yeah, no,
no,
he was he was in the middle with no protection. It was like what the fuck you doing in the
and
middle?
like people had said like Knight's champion pool got giga exposed. I mean, they banned out a lot of the champions from him. Knight
They,
was not good on
I'm
Tristana.
a
He was
no. See, and I'm gonna talk about a lot of that later. But no,
mhm,
Caps is doing it again. He's playing champions where he got other players thinking, "Oh, I should play this." You remember last year, Amazon?
yeah,
Caps
yeah.
played mid Nautilus, and then fucking Faker thought it was a good idea, and then he lost to JDG. I'm like, nigga, what are you doing? Oh, Caps did it. I was like, stop. Chris Tucker told us, don't follow the white man.
God,
Like he told, he told,
he's European.
yeah, he white. Don't follow the white man. You
God.
follow the white man. Guess what? You got knocked out of the goddamn every time. Because
And then Jun picked Jungle Diana this game. I
that
don't know
was
about that. That
that was
was
dumb. That
they
was
gave him a carry. They're like, okay, he's struggling this series. Maybe you can carry on Diana. Wait, huh? No. I mean, like
no,
a Vi, like a
no.
Gragas.
Even
Like
no
those.
Sejuani, you can carry on Sejuani even if you build tank.
Yeah.
You have to be very aggressive.
Mhm.
You gotta what if they're building all with it, they're building what a lot of MR, you gotta build
They
a lot
have
of
a whole
MR.
basically AD champ. Yeah, they have a whole AD
AD, you
comp right
gotta
there.
build
Yeah.
you gotta build champions, you gotta build armor. But
Like
no,
that's
because I'm telling you right now, Sejuani is low key a carry tank champion if you build him correctly.
because the thing here in the series is if Jun is already struggling on like carry junglers a little bit, then he shouldn't be getting a carry jungler like Diana. Diana's anything, not a tank at all. She goes in, she's gonna get one shot unless she lands her combos perfectly. They gave Chovy made Wei look like he was an absolute just disgusting broken champion. Oh my god, he just ransacked him. Like, and that's the thing is, after watching the series, it's like, is there a world where Genji lose? They've won every single series. They're like what 4-0, and they're
Yeah,
like they beat Fnatic, they beat fucking who are they? Top Esports, they beat BLG. They're 3-0 in series right now. They need to win one more series. If they win the finals this Sunday coming up, they'll have been 4-0 in series actually.
yeah,
They haven't dropped a single series. They just stayed in the winners bracket the entire time. This game they absolutely just curb stomped them. That's the LPL's best team right there. They
yeah.
just made them look like they were the bitch. They bent them over and just went all in their ass.
20-3.
God, Jun's just like, wow. Someone said the BLG coach got the whip out. Next.
Yeah, he whipped him.
Oh God. Oh Lord. Then in game 4, they did get first blood onto I think it was Lehens or someone. They gave Pace and Lehens, Nami, and Lucian.
Yeah,
That is like one of their best bot lane come. And then they're like, you know what? This is our only game we have right now. And we have to give Chovy Corki. This is our deciding game to get to the finals. This is our winners finals right here. Nope. Chovy can be on Corki. What is with the drafting today? Knight on Vex. Okay, I don't like Vex actually. I think Vex has a place in the meta if you make her work. It looked like it was kind of working to some degree, but throughout this game, this game was actually a lot more closer. This was probably the closest game of the series, so to speak, because I remember waking up and watching this one live. The Baron fights were all insanely close. Like, the actual team fighting on BLG is there, but just today, it just felt like the other games just weren't theirs to win because they were just playing really badly. Like, Kangen on Maokai looked great. You had Keen on Twisted Fate making a lot of good plays. Like, he just right there. He tried to solo out Chovy, and he did kill him.
yeah,
He did. And this was kind of when the series started. Not you do think like, oh, the game might turn a little bit. Nope. Lehens, that's how you do. You kite out, you back up, dish out more damage, kite out, back up, dish out as much damage as you can. And he saved his ult till that moment. Actually, I don't know how he got in that position at all. Okay. That's just what they do. They try starting Baron up. They killed Zun, and then Knight actually landed his ult onto Lehens, and it feared them. Genji has to back up. Then they try to do this again. But the team fighting was so close this time around, actually. It was great. It was great to watch this. Another Baron call. They fight again. Paige backs up. They go to the Dragon, actually. They get a few more kills right here. It was this fight that really solidified it. So they just did not check for Corki. Knight got caught out on the back line, got killed. They're still trying to do the Baron.
No, fuck all that. They gave over Corki. That was the first mistake.
I don't know why, man.
And he gave King and Maokai into Lucian Nami. The Twisted Fate was the only one I'm like, okay, that's 50-50.
I'm not the hugest fan of it, honestly.
It's not bad, but that's a 50-50. That's not one of those where
it's one of those fringe picks that I've that's one of those like, weird picks that I've never really got the understanding
up 2-1, I could see it, but that Maokai was that was one where no one was going to ban that because no one saw it. You don't give over Lucian Nami unless they're back-to-back first, second picks. But you gave over Corki.
They give her a Maokai into a comp of Vex, Vi, Callista, and Renata. Bro, no. If you're gonna pick Vex, you need to ban Maokai. Maokai quite literally stops her entire kit with a W. Her W could stop her. She has to leap into you. With her own. Like BLG today, really, really disappointed in a lot of their decision making around the map.
I was surprised
in their draft. But congratulations to Gen G. So Gen G makes their first ever international final, finally getting their revenge against BLG from last year. That stopped them at getting further at MSI and Worlds.
Now the question is, can they win?
That's the thing. Next matchups tonight, later on tomorrow. Well, 2 a.m. tomorrow. Another matchup, rematch, T1 versus G2. Last time around, G2 had a very, very good shot at beating T1. And that's the thing, is this was really, you're thinking like, it's a good chance G2 win this, actually. There's a very good chance, given how T1's playing right now, G2 can win. Or is it going to be one of those where like they played against them good the first time, but the second time around looks a lot more cleaner? This is one of those coins I gotta toss. This is too close.
Yeah, two teams I like. I'm gonna go T1. But I'm gonna say this. I feel like whoever wins this series is going to the finals. I'm starting to look at BLG and Ben needs to get a new team. Like you need to find a way to get Knight back onto E. You know what would be the perfect team? Ruler, Knight, Ben, and whoever you want to get at Jungle.
Milky Way Jungle.
Okay.
Imagine a team like that. Ben, Milky Way, Knight, and Ruler. I don't know. And Mako. Just throw Mako in there. Cool. That's okay. That team's winning like 5 splits in a row.
I would take that. I would take that in a fucking heartbeat.
Good Lord. That sounds like a fucking crazy team right there.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, like I think so the question basically here is G2 capable of facing off against T1 like they did before?
Yeah.
Or is it going to be where they only did it one time, second time around, they look a lot more different and a lot more weaker? I don't know. This is like one of those like, fuck. If they can't beat them right now, then it's kind of all she wrote. You can't really beat these guys when they're at their worst. I don't even know how you could beat them later on at Worlds. Then honestly, at Worlds they're gonna just power up. Honestly, I've seen it happen too many times.
I'll say whoever.
You can easily see a world where T1's macro just gets them out of sticky situations, though.
T1 macro gets them out of sticky situations.
Now, if they get in sticky situations, G2's good enough to punish them when they're losing too. That's the fuck. There's too many tangibles here.
And my thing also is G2 drafted go the best of T1? Because
that's the problem too. G2 has had moments where like they've gotten way too over eager in the drafting phase. Actually,
yep.
Like if they draft one of those bad drafts, quite literally could cost them a game that they maybe could have won to win the series. There's two teams I like, Chaz and MSK. Yeah, it's like one of my teams is in the finals and the other one is facing off against.
You know the fucked up thing about it? All three of my teams are in the in the lower bracket. That's been one of my teams is making it to the finals. Think about it. G2, T1, and BLG. All three of them are in the lower bracket. I'm like, oh, fuck. It's like, which one do you think is going to hold up against against Gen G the most?
This is all of the rematch. If G2 goes against BLG, that's another rematch from last year too at MSI.
Yeah. You know the crazy part about it? You know who I got in face the most to give us the best series against Gen G? It's G2. It's G2. Because I think G2 is going to throw some shit out of them, and they're going to be like, what the fuck is this?
Here's the problem. Okay, so like you're trying to predict the finals 3 different ways. Okay, so if T1 does, let's say T1 gets past G2, does T1 beat BLG this time around? Because they got pretty handled last time they faced.
But BLG got exposed badly. Yeah,
I'm just thinking like that difference between Wright and Faker was big.
I'm gonna tell you this: Genji, if Genji does not win, there needs to be serious talk about what the fuck's going on with the team, because it's a team curse. That's the first thing that needs to be thrown out there. Because I'm looking at it like this: Genji could beat all three of these teams back to back to back. Like, if you tell Genji you got to beat all these three, you got to beat these three teams 3 times in a row to get the championship and get to Worlds easily. Because think about this. Genji's are more likely going to be back in Worlds next year. If they get an auto slot to Worlds and then they end up winning the LCK again.
Because now since they made the finals of MSI, they have 4 seeds now for the LCK again. That means we can get T1, Genji, KT, and Hanwha Life. Or Damwon. It doesn't matter. All these teams.
I don't know about Damwon. I don't know about that.
Damwon's the best team in the world.
But then again, I'm not going to lie. I don't know about KT. KT looks shaky as fuck.
Yeah, so the problem here is, okay, so like if T1 get to BLG again, I
don't got faith in either of those teams to give. Like, Genji has, I think, figured out T1, but if T1 took him to 5, that's like, okay. Does T1 is
T1? Yeah, because if T1 faced off against Genji, like, I'll be honest here, we kind of know how that goes by this point. Unless T1 just miraculously play way better than them on that game.
That's what I'm thinking too. Is it one of those things where T1 finally wakes the fuck up and beats them? Because
you gotta wait for the BG2.
I'm telling you right now, if Genji wins MSI, all they gotta do is win Worlds, and they got the Golden Road. Oh, the Golden Road?
Yeah, well, they need to win Summer too.
I'll be honest.
But then again, if you win Worlds and win MSI and win Spring, that's a pretty good year.
I mean that
great year actually.
My thing is, do you see anybody in LCK competing against Genji besides T1?
There's Kwangdong Freaks, man. Come on, don't disrespect them like that.
What if Kwangdong Freaks is the first team to make Worlds? I'd be like, oh fuck me. And if Kwangdong is the first team, if KT and Damwon loses to Kwangdong, both like LCK just go to 18 to get rid of Damwon and KT, and you lose to Kwangdong. But I'm saying this: if you want an actual series that might go to 5, you know who you got to root for to get to the finals. G2.
Yeah.
It might be. We don't know. It might be a 3-0 no matter what team gets there. We just saw BLG get there, and it was an Ari game 1, and BLG couldn't do shit after that. Think about it. Genji let Ari go through game 1. Oh, we'll give you this game and then clap you the next 3. Think about it.
Because you know what's the problem, man? All these matchups are stylistically terrible for a lot of these guys. So if T1 gets past BLG, as we've seen, it's really hard for T1 to beat them. It's really hard. And T1 do manage to get through them. They have to face a team that's beaten them constantly.
Exactly.
T1 would have to have the most miraculous road to win. They have to win against every team that's stylistically better.
Part of me saying, I feel like what is there a world that G2 gets to the MSI finals?
Yeah, they would have to just beat T1 and BLG 3-0.
I think they could beat T1. They were somewhat close until that game 5 draft.
Faker quite literally just saved the game. He saved this whole series for them. Like,
yeah, plus that Belvis draft and was it and Hassan not get LDR like nigga.
Yeah.
Oh, did you hear about Hassan getting death threats because he had a shit build? Did you hear about that?
Yeah, like that's never that serious.
Y'all niggas is giving niggas death threats over. Oh, y'all niggas need to get some fresh air and touch grass with some ass.
I understand. He threw the whole series not buying that, but death threats, come on. Like that's a little uncalled for. Remember last year, someone threatened to stab Baker for beating KT in that third place match?
Like, first of all, people, y'all already know how the series is going to end. KT, every time they KT, even when they had the best chance to get to the upper bracket finals, it was like, oh, let's play T1. Hey, you got Jensen over here like,
all right, cool.
Wait. Not Jensen. Who's the other team? Herbalife?
Yeah.
Herbalife over here is thinking they about to get whacked by fucking KT. They're like, oh, we're gonna go T1, and Herbalife's over here like, and Herbalife and Jensen are just looking at each other like, okay. And then T1 just looking at him like, you sure you want to do this, bro? And it's like, yeah, I'm finally stronger than you. And then what happened? KT loses again. Jesus.
All right.
And then guess what? They lose again.
On Sunday, MSI will be over. By the time it's over, we'll have the show. We'll know who the winner is. Okay, so I'll think G2 wins tonight because I have the faith.
I'm going. I'm gonna tell you why I think G2 might be the only one that.
I think you would love if T1 would win, but G2's gonna win in your heart. If you give me that, I'm choking you.
I mean, you gotta realize I'm fucked up because all three of my teams are in. One of my teams is getting to the finals.
Like if G2 goes to the finals, if they actually make the miracle and get to the finals, both my teams are in the finals. It's like, oh fuck! I guess I don't want to lose in that scenario, but that's like pretty odd that this is happening. Every team that we like is in the same fucking bracket. They're all fighting each other.
You're the only one that's actually secured. Mine is like, oh, all three of my teams gotta go against each other. Like, fuck me.
Okay, I'll take G2 winning against T1.
3-2.
Fuck.
I feel like whoever wins tonight is beating BLG.
I'll be honest here. I don't know if they're gonna get through BLG. They just, I just don't know, honestly.
By the way BLG's looking, I'm starting to lose faith in BLG.
Like
I
know they look bad against Gen G, but
something about these teams being in China, they don't look good. Something about these motherfuckers being in China, they don't look good, man. They look a little rocky. They look a little shaky.
I will say G2 beats T1, BLG beats G2. I think we get a BLG Gen G rematch.
I'm gonna go on a limb. I'm gonna say it's gonna be Gen G G2.
I don't want to give Faker a chance to ramp up. I've seen that too many times. I've seen that movie before. Nope, not playing that movie out of my head. Nope.
I'm gonna tell you that if T1 gets to the final, that might be the best LC. Wait a second. Say G2 gets to the MSI finals. Do they also get 4 seeds? Or the only the winner?
I think it's whoever qualifies for the finals. Yeah, if G2 gets to the finals, that means LEC gets 4 seeds.
What? Oh, no. Oh, fuck. Never mind. No. Wait a second.
For the sake of worlds, it's probably not best if G2 makes the finals.
Wait a second. What if? Okay, that's me. If Gen G and T1 both make, if T1 makes finals, it's still just 4 teams then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I see. If BLG makes it before LPL teams, I just realized.
Because if T1 make it, then what is LCK get 8 teams then? By that logic,
I mean, shit. I rather take 5 teams from the LCK than 4 from the fucking. What if G2 gets to the finals and next year we have what miraculously just I'm gonna throw this out there. What if the 14 say G2 gets to the finals, right? Mm-hmm. Say G2 miraculously beat Gen G and they get an auto qualification of worlds. Just hypothetically.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And the other 3 teams, What happened if one of those teams happens to be Carbide Corp? You want to see Carbide Corp? It's like, the fuck? Vitality? Team
You can have that theory.
Who got Rogue? Do you want to see Rogue in Worlds?
All right, man. What crack did they give you?
They're doing crack!
Do you want to see Fnatic back in Worlds? Do you want to see... No.
Man, people smoke crack, and you shouldn't do that.
Do you want to see Noah versus Guru UC? You like...
Okay, G2 beats T1, BLG beats G2, and Genji BLG rematch, and then Genji win MSI. And then I'll say this right now, if Genji win MSI, I might do a fucking backflip on stream. That would be I've been waiting so long. They just started winning titles in summer 2022, and I've been rooting for this org forever. They're gonna potentially win their first ever international tournament. And if they don't, I'm about to be heartbroken, like when the Eagles lost to the fucking Chiefs, like not 2022. That'd be heartbreaking. They lose. I'd be crying. I'd be like that one meme with like the guy crying.
I know. Happy. No, actually, it was technically 2023. Because
yeah. But yeah. All right. Who do you think wins MSI? I'll say I still think Genji win. Honestly,
I think Genji win. I don't think none of these teams are strong enough. For me, I have G2 get there. I have G2 get to the finals.
You're saying G2 beats T1 and BLG to get to the finals?
Yes, I think G2. I think G2 has the spice where they're going.
No, okay. I'll ask you this then: if G2, the only Western team, it gets there and loses the finals, it's like, damn. Did that mean BLG had a massive underperformance?
Oh, no. I'm telling you right now. If BLG does not make the finals, they massively underperformed. G2 overperformed. T1 was where we all thought they were going to be at third, fourth place.
Yeah. Because these are the top four teams. So if G2 win, then T1 automatically get fourth, and my God, they're top four. Fuck.
Yeah. G2.
Just like we all knew. We all knew they'd get there.
These, the fucked up. These crazy thing about it, these were the teams I said were going to be top four. I didn't have faith in top esports like the way it was. I just didn't think.
I think people had G2 around there. G2 was like fifth for most people.
I had them I had them fourth. I said overall their team was stronger. I didn't have faith in Cream. I'm like, you bring a nigga from OMG and he was the strongest player on OMG. That don't say much. Like OMG is, oh my God, yeah.
Give me 1 sec. And all right, so Genji for me win the 2024 Mid-Season Invitational. I also think it's going to be a Genji BLG match. I don't think G2 is going to get past BLG. There's no way. If they do, God damn that. If anyone says they're not a good Western team, you are smoking the highest level of crack.
This is what I was saying. My heart was Genji G2 or G2 to beat T1. I'm gonna be heartbroken with everyone because like fuck, I like the players on both of these teams. These two teams put out the most content and they're likable. Carrier's a little adorable, likable.
I remember when he tried standing up to Mickey X. Carrier, stop! You ain't pressing nobody. You're short.
Like Mickey X is like 6 inches taller than you. Like Cass is lovable, Faker is lovable. Both teams are lovable. That's why even them losing is heartbreaking. It's like fuck. And then BLG. And then I will say this. I feel like G2 could beat BLG better than T1 can. I think if T1 beats G2, BLG gets to the finals. I think if G2 beats T1, I think G2 beats BLG to get to the finals. I'm going to lay out all three. If BLG gets to the finals, I have Genji winning 3-1. Genji versus T1, I have them winning 3-2. Genji versus G2. I don't want to say the 3-0 sweep. I want to give G2 one game. I want to say
because if it's a G2 Genji final, they're going to get railed.
I think they're going to take one game. I think they're going to take game.
You're right. They got a game last year. Okay, they'll get a game.
I think G2 is going to take a game, and then Genji is going to clap the fuck out of them. They're going to adjust. They're going to be like, all right, cool. Let's just be these champions. Let certain champions go through and then play it out. They're going to, because you got to realize now they know how to counter. Like one thing about Chovy was the House of Chovy or the Church of Chovy. I was like, okay, is he going to figure it out?
Oh, Laura wants to go to that.
Oh my, yeah, she wants to get her knees for that, but that's
She
all
did it
I'm
for me.
saying.
I can taste her
Yeah,
shirt.
I think the weakest player on Genji is Pace. I think he's been playing well, but I think if you can expose that bot lane, and I think D2's bot lane is strong enough too. I think out of the 3 bot lanes, I think T1 is stronger overall. Mm-hmm. But but Genji knows T1 the best. They played him enough times where they know how to fuck him. Mm-hmm. They don't know how to fuck G2.
Because the key differences here is like Hansama and Mickey X were like the only reason why that a lot of that looked very one-sided is because Gumayusi was just really, really outplaying Hansama. That's the problem there. Mickey X was playing fine. Like a few of these bot lanes are the lopsided part is Hansama is like which ADC can Hansama not lose too hard enough? Like if they can have a top esports performance like they did before, that's great.
I'm gonna say this. I would not be if G2 gets to the final. I'm not surprised if it goes 5 games. I think
great, yeah.
I think Toby's gonna outlay Caps in lane. But I think Caps is gonna throw out some shit where it's gonna fluster Toby. And is Toby strong enough to get through that? I think if this was last year's team, I think G2 wins. Mm-hmm. I know you say you like delay over the hands, but you know how I've been saying sometimes the stronger player might make the team weaker because sometimes it doesn't.
Light's always hungry. That's the thing.
That too, but sometimes chemistry, like team chemistry, doesn't work. Lahez might be the weaker player to delay, and we'll probably agree on that. But Lahez might fit the team better. And sometimes it's one of those. If you know who the best player on that team is, not close, and if you say otherwise, you're either blind or you glazing. Chovy's the best player on the team. I remember someone was trying to say I was glazing Chovy, saying, "Oh, he's not the best mid laner, and Faker still is because he won world." I was like, "Okay, all right, I'm not glazing. I'm okay."
We just see we just saw Faker got completely turbo stomped by Knight like a day ago before this too.
Yeah, and then collapsed.
You know what's crazy about people? They'll see one of their players get absolutely just murdered by another player and go, "No, he's still pretty." What are you talking about?
That was the same shit last year when motherfuckers who's the mid laner for LG?
Oh, Scout.
Scout. They was trying to say, "Oh, but Scout was being Faker." Oh, like that was glazing. You was glazing the fuck out of LG.
All right.
If I ever see that fucker again in the conversation, I'm about to get out of his ass because that motherfucker.
No, I actually I think Scout is good, but the problem here is like whenever he's up against Faker, he kind of just crumbles.
Yes.
Only against him. He's good against everybody else. Only against Faker, he crumbles.
Yeah, it's funny how he can be
world-class mid laner who won worlds. Whenever it's that guy, it's just no.
It's funny how he can compete against Chovy, but when it comes to Faker, it's like, nope. It's like his brain just stopped working, and then I'm still looking for the fucking juggler from LG. Where the fuck he at?
He's gonna be on Weibo coming up.
Oh, okay. That's me. He ain't gonna be in Worlds. All right, that makes sense. And where the fuck this support at? That motherfucker was non-existent even in the fucking game. Where the fuck he at? That motherfucker was him and missing from JDG were actually missing. He just a bitch.
I'm still white, so there's that out of the way. Michael, you're being cringe. Well, Impact got a chance to face off against Faker again. Just two legends. Faker respect. I think Faker ultimately respects Impact a lot. He won his first Worlds with him, but I do believe him when it comes to like his ex-teammates that he did well in. I can tell he does respect Impact. I just don't like it when the Asian players be like, "My God, okay, this is one of the biggest copium literal crux of shit that I heard." I'm pretty sure you heard this. Remember 369 said, "Oh, the Western teams are doing really well in scrims." Motherfucker lying. Who said that blatant lie? That motherfucker's no. He said they're doing well in scrims. No, they're not. You're lying. I'm sorry, Cap. No. Remember how was like, "Oh, well, 369 said he thought I was good." Bro, he don't know who the hell you are. He don't know. Bro, shut up.
Wait a second. Who did 369? Who did 369 say that about?
Whipple said he was talking to Yamato on the episode he had him on.
Yeah.
He said 369 said he was good. I'm like, bro, he's trolling. He didn't really mean that.
First of all, Whipple, you sure? First of all, ask 369 what's his favorite show, and if he says his favorite show is Boy Meets World, he might think you Ben Savage.
Oh, remember how last year people said that? Well, Faker complimented Power Fox. He's like, ask yourself this: Faker has won pretty much almost. Faker's literally won everything in League ever. Do you think he gives a flying fuck about Power Fox? Faker's not a mean person. Like, he doesn't trash talk. Well, he doesn't do it anymore as much as he used to, but he doesn't know who the fuck that is.
He doesn't trash talk. It's like, oh, but we're T1 getting mad against APA. They're not like top esports that's going to tell you to shut up. They're just going to shut you up.
Like, actually, this guys, the Asian, just like LPL and LCK are so much further ahead of the LCS and just everything league-wise imaginable. You think in their free time they're watching the LCS. They're not. So when an interviewer asked them, hey, what do you think about anybody, probably not Caps, obviously, what do you think about fucking Masu? It's like, oh, I think he's good. No, he doesn't think that. He doesn't know. He's just talking. Bro, no. 369, bro, you need to stop eating crack or smoking it. There's no way Asian teams are doing, no way Western teams are playing well in scrims when we saw FlyQuest get absolutely curb stomped into the dirt on stage by a team that might end up making top 4. Remember, T1 is arguably like the third best Asian team at this event, and they crushed them.
Fuck all that. Fuck all. They probably had respect for FlyQuest when they lost to T1, but then they lost it when they got smacked around by PSG, and then saw PSG get fucked. Like, come on, son. People like playing revisionist history sometimes. Be like, "Oh, these teams are not bad." No, these teams are bad.
No, it's just like all the. I mean, the interviews are for like bait and views, guys. These Asian players that have won many LPL, LCK splits, Worlds, MSIs, they don't give a fuck about LCS. Like, come on, stop. Faker don't give a fuck about Palafox. When does NRG play, for that matter? Actually, oh wait, they're not at MSI actually.
Yep.
So, Impact and Faker, 2 legends, obviously, you know. Impact is not ever going to be beating Faker at an international event when it comes to an LCS team. Just saying. All right. So, oh, no. Wrong post. Sorry about that. So now we have LEC YuGiOh. Here is the, so speaking of FlyQuest, they ended up at MSI because Cloud9 decided to fail. They were at MSI. They, I don't even know how to describe them, looked worse than horse shit.
They arrived, took a 3-day trip, and then they were back home by the end of the week.
So, people asked FlyQuest for changes, myself included. I was included in that. And they made a change. Sources.
That's not the right change.
Mid laner Jensen is benched from FlyQuest as mid laner Quad will be promoted to the LCS instead. Okay. So Boothio quite literally turbo sprinted basically ever since like the finals. And they're like, you know what, Jensen, the worst we can do is give up our mid laner.
Yeah.
I get it. He played really bad at MSI. He played bad himself, but guys, now they're keeping the bot lane together, and they're like, okay, you put this guy in, he might play well, but the problem here is he's probably gonna go through the same shit that Quid did when Quid first joined.
Yeah,
he's not gonna be like he's not gonna be like super active. He's just gonna play very reserved. I don't know. Like, was Jensen the player that they needed to replace? Nope. Was a question mark. But the bot lane needed to have some change because they probably are all invested in Masu and that whole rookie angle. Oh, we invest in rookie talent. Okay, so the rookie talent can quite literally sprint it on stage in front of somebody. And because they're rookies, they can't get replaced. Oh my god. What is this, a fucking popularity contest we're doing here? Like, fuck. Good lord. Sorry, black people are in trouble.
Oh, shit.
All right. Black people doing crime. Just usual thing in this town. Good lord. Or it might be a Mexican shooting up someone. I don't even know.
I'm about to say where I'm at. It's usually a Mexican stabbing somebody. Oh, I bet someone got mad when I said that. I was like, that's racist. You can't say Mexican. And then a few hours later, Mexican guy stabbed to death by his best friend over $20. I'm like, I looked at it, I was like, do you want to keep talking? I don't try to be racist. I'm just right. And then, like, when I said, oh, not all Puerto Rican carry knives. And then there's a sting in this neighborhood. 5 Puerto Ricans got arrested. Guess what they all had on them? Knives.
Good Lord. Well,
I don't try to be wrong. I don't try to be racist. I'm just right. Like, is it fucked up? Yes, but.
Well, here we go. Jensen will be benched from FlyQuest ahead of the LCS 2024 summer season, sources have told Cheap Esports on Wednesday. Instead, FlyQuest Challengers mid laner Quad will be promoted to the LCS roster. Jensen benched. According to sources, FlyQuest Challengers is currently exploring the market to find a replacement for Quad. As of now, Jensen is sitting on the bench and is not expected to play for FlyQuest in the summer. Wow, he's just out entirely. However, sources informed Cheap Esports that it's still possible for Jensen to play for another team this summer. Ooh, okay. So where would he go? Immortals? Okay, so
he ain't going back.
Wait, is Jensen going to? No, they're not. No, Dove's not. I mean, Doug's on Dignitas because they said Jensen. It's possible for Jensen to play for another team. I just only wondering.
Okay.
Shotfire Belly.
Let's bring up all the teams.
Okay.
I see. Okay, it's not Cloud9. It's not 100 Thieves. It's not FlyQuest. FlyQuest is right over.
Yeah. Okay. Team Liquid are secure with APA because, well,
yeah. We'll see about that for now. We'll see about that.
There's Immortals. They have Mask.
Yeah, that Jensen would be an upgrade, but I don't think they're going to pay that money.
Dignitas have Dove. I think they're fine with him.
No. Jensen's not going back to Dignitas.
Oh yeah, you're right. He was no.
He after that game, after that first game, he wanted to kill Arbu. You remember when he was playing with Arbu? He wanted to kill that motherfucker.
There's no way he goes back to Dig after just leaving them. No way he does that to himself. No. I'd rather just sit out a whole split than going back to an orb that did me like that.
Yeah, have me play with a washed up
meme player, a fucking meme. Man can only play Gnar.
Sartorial was already retired, and Arbu was just the way he kept looking at him, like he just looked at him like, I gotta come and help you and your fucking lady. Oh my god, the anger, the fury that Jensen had in his eyes for Arbu was just.
So the only other team you have, I mean, there's NRG. Could he replace Palafox?
Palafox would be the player I would replace our NRG.
Yeah, I wouldn't replace Palafox. I wouldn't. I mean, the only other team is just
Shopify Rebellion.
But like, that's it. The only place he can go is there because Insanity ran it down too hard.
Oh my god! Yeah, he was
out here playing legit random shit.
What the fuck was he? There was one mid lane. Oh, he played Garrett mid. What the fuck? No, you do that, my team. I'm sitting you right. I might sit you right after the game. I'm like, nah.
God. All right, so as FlyQuest is open to transferring the player. Now, that's the thing is, they might want to transfer him, but it's up to the other team to accept the transfer. However, at the time of writing this article, Jensen isn't part of any starting roster in the LCS. On Quad, after playing for DRX in the LCK at the start of his career, Quad joined Namshim Red Force in 2023. However, following disappointing results and a 9th place finish with his team, Quad decided to play a board and eventually join FlyQuest Challengers in the NACL this year. In the Challengers League, Quad was a step above the competition and managed to finish both the regular season and playoffs in first place alongside a strong roster. If he continues to show a strong level, FlyQuest could return very strongly in the summer. Even if they could, the bot lane has just been so... I think is the LCS teams good enough to expose Masu and fucking Pusio? The only player that they have is good is Inspired, and if Inspired, he's a hard farm jungler. I don't know. This this might actually make them worse, depending on the conflicting playstyles. I don't know, honestly, I'm just speculating. While the team was very strong during the spring split, finishing first in the regular season, they failed to win the LCS finals after a defeat against Team Liquid. A similar fate awaited them at MSI, where FlyQuest failed to make it past the play-in stage despite an initial victory against PSG early in the tournament. It remains to be seen how this change turns out, but FlyQuest aren't expected to make further changes to their roster. This concludes our run at our first ever MSI. We will use this experience to bring our best for Summer Split. Thank you for the support thus far. Yeah, without your mid laner. Okay, cool. I want to see the comments on that post, actually. Was it all just glazing? Probably not. Probably. Make NA a minor region. NA is so bad. Minus YuGiOh plus new support.
Yep. Just has been my fault, so I wasn't expecting much there, but I'll say it looked completely useless in both series. YuGiOh also entered half the time. Maybe bot was bad too, but that's hard to say when every game is lost topside.
I said maybe bot was bad. There's no maybe.
No. Take out the maybe. Bot was bad too, but it's hard to say when every game was. No, there's no maybe. Can you even blame a rookie bot side for his?
Yeah, they went 0-15. Yeah, you can blame them.
The fuck I'm saying, Masu did look like the best player at times.
He did have some carry games. It just didn't matter.
It didn't help that your fucking support was just getting caught out in the jungle. Like, nigga, what do you do? Okay. And I told people at first I blamed Double for some of the issues last year. I was like, nope, he's doing the same shit. He's doing the same shit he did last year.
He's had what? He's a completely different player he's playing with now. He's doing the same horrible laning mistakes.
He went from being the guy talk, get Double in there. Now he's the one talking to Masu, and he do the same shit he did last year. I'm like, you know what? I can't even put the blame's gotta go on YuGiOh. I can't even defend him. I can be like last year. Now that was him rookie trying to work with Double who didn't want him there and didn't feel like close to the team. Nope. I don't know what the fuck. They got topside arguing with each other. Inspired
topside was just topside's a mess.
Yeah, he got Jensen out here just getting his lane like cracked in. Whip out here either being the best player or ending his ass off like just shit. And Inspired wasn't useless half the fucking time. It was just okay, cool. I'll just be here and doing nothing. But yeah, get rid of Jensen makes sense, but they need to swap out YuGiOh too. I can understand why they did. I think with Jensen had a shorter leash because of how long he been in the LCS, unlike YuGiOh. Because I realize sometimes with teams, if a player hasn't been in the LCS, because Jensen's one of those Jensen you've been here before. You should be doing what you're doing. While
Bruce he's also he should be a proven commodity. He's won titles. He's been to Worlds a lot of times. Like you should. He's also
worth a lot of money.
Yeah, and you should have an average level of expectations for his performance, given what he's accomplished. He shouldn't be really running down performances like that.
Yeah.
And if he's going to be at international events, he can't be looking that bad. He was looking pretty boosted in those games right there. But to be fair, also, if they're paying a lot of money for him, well, you got to get the fuck out, buddy. You can't be having that level of performance. How much money you're making? We know I think the Panthers own FlyQuest now, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's the NFL Panthers. Yeah, it was the Bucks before. Yeah, they said they wanted to spend in the market. They spent a lot of their money on the top side. They ain't who paying top dollar for YuGiOh. Bro, if you pay top dollar for YuGiOh, you need to get the fuck out. You need to burn your fucking org down. But yeah, that wraps up everything, actually. Whew, God, it's been so much stuff to talk about with these series that come up. Oh my God. All right. Anything you want to say before we head out, man? I'm going to go to the store and get some drinks, and then I'm going to come out and start playing League.
Man, I'm going to say this series was, tough. All these series were tough. This MSI was a good MSI. do hope G2 gets to the finals. I honestly, I don't. Whichever team gets to the finals, it's gonna be damn near impossible to beat the team that's already there. I feel like G2 is the only one that's gonna give them an actual challenge because Genji has to face G2. G2 might come with some shit and catch Genji off guard because there's no more double elimination. You lose, you win, you win, you lose, you lose. That's me. It's one of those things where Caps is known for pulling out some shit out of his fucking ass. But what I think is going to happen is I think BLG is going to get there and they're going to lose. And they're going to lose bad. They're going to look bad in China. They're going to look bad in front of the whole crowd.
God.
That's what I think is going to happen.
That crowd felt like a library when Genji was winning.
Because think about it. This might be revenge from last year. You remember where was Was it MSI Korea last year? No, it was in Europe, right?
For MSI last year?
Yeah.
It was in where was it?
Was it Korea? No, Worlds was in Korea.
Where was MSI last year? Pretty sure it was in Korea.
Was MSI Korea too, but different part of Korea?
It feels like it.
Because it was 2 Chinese teams.
Damn, I don't remember actually. Fuck.
Let me see. MSI last year. No. It was United Kingdom.
You're right. It was in Europe last year. That's why we were able to get up so early to watch the games. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Good old.
Good old
Loud.
Yeah, that's right. Oh yeah. That's when Odawabe did those picks and just fucked everybody. Fucked all the Western teams.
That's crazy. They had the worst that was the worst possible draw you could have got with that format too. The worst possible draw.
Yeah, they fucked all the that's what BLG got. So not BLG. Who was it? That's what it was. It was round 2 with all divisional teams.
Yeah. And they made it so this year that it was all different. Last year was the worst possible draw for that. But I don't watch these tournaments to see the same people fighting each other. I'm sorry. You might get some good ones out of Genji T1 and a few other ones. But,
because there's people trying to say, oh, there could be an upset. None of them was an upset. G2 the only one to take a game. In round 1, G2, it was 3-0s. Let's get that straight. G2 was the only one to take a game off Genji last year.
The only one that didn't go the way people thought was the T1 Genji series. T1 won that one, actually. It was the only one that didn't go that way. Everything else went the exact same way.
Yep.
Even was 5 games.
Yep. JDG smoked the shit out of BLG.
Bent them over and just completely
railed the shit out of G2. Genji smoked the fuck out of Cloud9. Just Chovy was and then the better said, "Oh, what can I do to become a better
You should have just told him quit." I think that's what he told me. He said quit.
Hey, he might have because whatever meta did in the summertime got him. He ain't nowhere near league. I don't know what Chovy told him, but yeah.
You got anything planned coming up? Got any videos you're gonna release or no?
Yeah, I'm doing a video about the Rare Collection too, and why it sucks a lot worse than people think it does. It's just my opinion of why I believe. Pretty much, it's just why it was never going to be close to as good as it was, and it couldn't be because of the cards people wanted and the cards they put in there. What else? If I can get the Pokemon videos, just me talking about Twilight Masquerade, it's gonna be I'm gonna try to make my video now. A lot of these set video, talking about the sets, an hour and a half. Mine might be 45 minutes. That and I got a video. The video before I do about the whole Nick at Night thing is gonna be there's this guy I watched Mr. Nostalgia talk about Disney, the Disney universe and how one show's connected to a lot of shows from the 90s. And I just want to break down that and why I think a lot of TV shows. That's gonna be how I started doing other shows eventually. But Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just that. Eventually, I'm gonna start streaming once my setup I think gets better. Because I was trying to stream last night, and then it just stopped working. And I couldn't stream. And I was like, "Oh fuck, okay, I'll just play Pokemon then." But yeah, not much. Yeah, shit's gonna be crazy.
All right, so as we wrap up this episode of the Cloud9 podcast, I hope all of you guys have a great weekend coming up. We have the 2024 midseason invitational finals coming up this Sunday. Hopefully Genji can take the trophy home, but if not, G2 taking it home would make me also so happy. I have a channel update video coming out, the video that I've been talking about for quite some time. I know I already released another one before, but that was the one that initially I let you guys know what I was going to do. And then I have a new one coming out. You should see it later on when you're watching the replay of this, whenever you're choosing to consume it later on in the day or night or morning or whenever you're watching this episode of the show, actually. So yeah, expect a new channel update video coming out, and then I'm going to be working on getting the rest of the Iron Man and Cloud9 podcast episodes all fully uploaded to the podcasting platforms. Had to, change some login info on that. The website wanted that. And then after that, I got to get the Cloud9 podcast episodes, the VODs, uploaded to Rumble, actually. So, I could start freeing up some space on my computer. Because at a certain point, I just want to get the episodes done, and then obviously for the Iron Man podcast, clip out the topics, and then the episode's already uploaded, somewhere. So it's already saved. I can just clean up the space on my computer so we can get more stuff done. But yeah, you guys are really going to like all the plans I got coming up. You have no idea what's been coming. I've been working tirelessly these past couple of days trying to get all this stuff done, and it's been all finished, with the latter part of it being basically just 2 things left to do. But that's going to be the last thing with the Cloud9 podcast VODs are going to be a decent time before that's all finished. That's like 200 some odd episodes to upload to Rumble. But the other podcast to upload to the podcasting platforms like Spotify, I can do that, and that'll be done in a day or 2. It's not going to be that bad anyway. So thank you guys for coming out. It really does mean a lot. Check out the replay, actually. Yeah, I'm going to play League in about 20 minutes, actually. I'm going to go to the liquor store and get some drinks, actually, because I need some drinks. I can't play without drinks. I need something in my mouth, actually. So does my ex, actually. She needs a lot of things in her mouth, as usual. But yes, we'll see you guys later. Have a great weekend, everybody. If you are a returning viewer or new viewer, then please consider subscribing to the channel. If you have not already, leave a like on this episode of the Cloud9 podcast. If you have not already, hit the notification bell. And you can also comment down below, and you can get notified on when I ever upload a brand new video or go live by turning on all notifications. And we'll see you guys in the next one, Sunday, to finish off the 2024 mid-season invitational, 5:30 PST Sunday.